Something new for the holidays. A baby car that can easily take the family and the family's luggage. It looks all right as long as you don't go too far.
you rejoin us on Wheels on Wire to look at a car and a manufacturer from the past. The Bond, designed by Lawrie Bond. This was a three-wheeler built in the days when cars perhaps were built as much for economy as for anything else in the early days after the war. Bond specialized in cars like this, and here was his factory in the days when these cars were being built. The new Audi just announced is made out of aluminium. And what was the Bond made out of? Aluminium. It was indeed a true aluminium monocoque, riveted together out of aluminium sheet, making a strong yet durable little car. These were the days of cars being hand-built. Bond incidentally went on to build cars based on Triumph components later on. The Bond was a very light car, thus was powered by a 198cc Villiers motorcycle engine, which produced somewhere in the region of 8.5 horsepower. One man could lift it, and the installation was, to say the least, quite an interesting occupation. Just as you could carry the engine, the car itself was easy to lift as well, and sometimes it needed your feet as well as your hands to put it together. The performance for all that wasn't at all bad. The Bond was capable of cruising at about 40 miles per hour, and it would turn about 72 miles to the gallon in. On rough roads, it handled quite adequately. Front-wheel drive through that one wheel, of course. No problems here in getting the car into tight spaces. It was indeed quite a lot lighter at the back than it was at the front. The sale of Bond cars unfortunately dropped off as we went into the 50s, and it's a mark that sadly is no more. But I, for one, can't forget these little cars. They could be a nuisance, but somehow or other, they were also a car that you could afford to drive. Very frugal indeed, and quite cheap to run.